Hello everybody, this is Kyle. I had an idea on how to at least slow down the leak, the oil leak in the Gulf of Mexico. Uh, of course, people are going to be wanting to stop it, and I think this would be a method to slow it down, which would definitely be a priority, I'm sure, slowing down the oil leak. Um, to the point that it would make it easier to be able to stop it, especially with this heavy mud stuff they're talking about using. Alright, here, I'll show you my idea. Okay, here's my idea. We have this tube that we put inside of uh, the tube that's leaking. Now, I'm sure that most likely it's going to go down at an angle, see, when they're putting the tube in, but that's fine. Alright, now, the cool thing is it has these little wings that come out from the sides. See that? There we go, kind of like that. And I was thinking we could also step it so that it has multiple wings that open up. See, kind of, yeah. Yeah, it seems my shrink tubing came out. Come on. Alright, now, another thing about this is when these wings come out, you might be able to notice how I have four that open up, and then at, what is it, 45 degrees, I have others that come out. So they're, yeah, see, it's kind of like that. So they're staggered. And what that's going to do is make more turbulence in the oil that's coming through the tube, which will slow it down more. Alright, and also the great thing about putting some kind of tube inside the hole is that up here at the front it only presents, let me see if it's 4 inches by 4 inches, let's say that's probably a 20-inch pipe that's bursted. If this is 4 inches by 4, if it's 4 inches round, whatever, it's going to present a very small amount of surface area. But of course, when the tube goes in kind of sideways, it's going to present more surface area here and there, but whatever. Oh yeah, and I was also thinking that, okay, let's kind of imagine that this is our tube, our little machine that comes down that has some arms in front of it to manipulate stuff, is going to have something like that on the bottom of it so that it can come down on top of the tube and kind of, you know, hold itself on there, and it doesn't have to be very big. And I looked at the stuff that's coming out of the front of the tube, the oil and water, whatever that crap is that's coming out of the front of the tube. And of course, it's going very fast. People are going to say, "Oh my God, it's traveling so fast, we'll never be able to stick anything in there." And also that if we have stuff coming out of here, it's also going to be making a draft of water that's going to be going this way. Well, I saw some of the black stuff that started to come back around inside the trapped bubble. Whatever, some people will understand what I mean. And some of the dark oil will kind of come in front of it, you know, that the stuff that's coming out. So I was able to see that the water that's being rushed this way from the stuff that's jetting out that way isn't going very amazingly fast. It's going kind of slow. So then our little thing will be able to come down and grab onto it, you know, and it doesn't have to be very big, you know. It can have a very small surface area, but it still has to have those two robotic arms out in the front to be able to take our tube. And of course, the tube doesn't have to be really amazingly long. I would say probably twice the diameter of the pipe that's, you know, busted. Oh, And another thing I forgot to mention is these wings that come out, the wings that come out uh, on the ends of the elbow. You can put some little teeth, some little high carbon, high carbide, whatever teeth there, so that when it opens up inside the tube, it'll kind of grab onto the tube. And actually, the way I was wanting these things to grow up was from behind, kind of like that. So you put your tube in, and then they kind of open up from behind. And that would be very easy if you were to use, what are those things called? It's a screw that, okay, let's say this thing is our tube. If we had a screw that would screw up the wings like that, something like that, and of course we can make it so we have multiple wings, so that one will come up and then another one behind it, and like I said, you know, you'll have this one which will be at 0 degrees, and you have another one that comes out at 90 degrees, but behind that there's going to be another one that comes up at 45 degrees, so we can make more and more turbulence. Oh, and like I was saying, on the end of our wing, you could put little, teeth that would go into the, or at least, you know, grab somewhat the inside of the pipe. And of course the oil flow is going to kind of help push this so that it will, you know, hold itself. And if you want to, you can keep stuffing these things in there and make them, you know, get bigger. And plus also, when they open up inside of the tube, even if it's, you know, kind of sideways, it's going to self-right itself, so it'll somewhat center itself, somewhat. So there you go, there's my idea. It's only about 4 inches in diameter, and these wings that come up, I don't know, you can make them flat, or maybe you can make them so that they're little blades, and maybe turn them, I have no idea, whatever. But that's my idea. Good luck.